Hello and welcome to this quick demo of the Causal Analysis platform by Geminos. In this video, we'll take a look at a user interface that we've created based on the causal models that we previously built on our platform. The goal of these dashboards is to help users to understand the causes of key issues in our supply chain and make better decisions in order to mitigate or prevent them. As a reminder, this example is focused on deforestation in the palm oil supply chain. All of these screens were created within Power BI, but our platform supports a wide variety of different user interface options. This first screen essentially serves as a home page and allows navigation to multiple other decisions and insights. For each screen, I'll quickly walk through each of the elements, which are all mock-ups of the type of information that we would present to a decision maker. Note that for most of the visuals, we've used mock data, but where possible, we've included data from publicly available sources such as government and other organization websites. In the top left is some basic supplier information, such as their name and location. To the right of that is their supplier network, showing the estates from which they source their palm oil, color-coded by RSPO certification. Similarly, in the top right we can see the supplier's monthly volumes sourced, which are again coded by certification. You'll notice a few smart recommendations under some of the visuals. These would primarily be generated through the use of machine learning algorithms on our platform, and would typically compare suppliers with similar characteristics to help predict future outcomes. In the bottom left is the supplier's risk profile, which we mentioned in the previous video. Following causal analysis of historical data, we could calculate a given supplier's chance of deforestation or grievance based on their current data. Another causally generated visual we could create is based on brand impact, which is based on the idea that suppliers causing key issues also cause significant damage to a CPG's brand. The final visual on this screen is the supplier's audit history, which lends itself to the next screen that we're going to take a look at. One of the possible decisions that we've included in this user interface is whether or not to prioritize an audit for a given supplier. The purpose of this dashboard is to allow users to explore previous audit outcomes alongside recommendations based on previous grievances in the region. Once again, we've included some basic supplier information, their audit history, this time coded by severity, and their risk profile. There are also two other causally driven visuals included this time. On the left is our supplier's compliance rating, which is derived from their adherence to responsible sourcing policies, best management practices, and so on. Finally, the pie chart in the bottom right shows the causes of all grievances in the region that the supplier is operating in. The information presented on our user interfaces is all informed by our causal models based on this problem. If a user was interested in learning more about some of the causally driven elements, such as the risk profile, we can also create screens that show all of the events or variables that feed into it. This is exactly what we've done on this root cause page. In our previous video, you might remember that some of the root causes that we identified for deforestation were palm oil demand, investment in agriculture, and regional poverty. These charts have all been created using real data from Indonesia. We've also included a pie chart to indicate the relative causal power of each of these variables. This would show how much of an impact each of the variables has on the risk profile being calculated. For example, a large change in agricultural investment coming from foreign sources would result in a large change in the risk profile. Alternatively, we might want to inspect the other end of our causal model, the actual effects, which in this case would be deforestation. Again, these visuals have been created using real data from Indonesia. Users are able to track regional tree loss over time and gain an understanding of the causes behind it. By taking a causal approach to problems, we can generate meaningful business insights and provide focused information to users. Ultimately, this empowers decision makers by helping them to understand, mitigate, and eliminate key issues. Thanks for watching.